Okay, I'm back. I keep thinking I've got everything the way I want it, and then I keep forgetting to actually fix everything the way it's supposed to be. So my apologies for that. Here, let me blow this up so I can say hi to everyone. Okay. All right. Hello, it's Amy. Still getting the hang of streaming. I mentioned this last time, but I am gonna have to develop a routine um, so that I can just smoothly move into actually streaming properly, getting everything the way it's supposed to be, rather than, as seems to be a regular thing now, starting to stream and then shutting it off and fixing things and then starting it again. So, my apologies for that. If anyone is here, I thought I saw Claire a moment ago. Um, Maybe she came in and saw that I wasn't streaming and left. So I am going to have to post again, apologizing for being late. So I will just go ahead and post on Mastodon. No one follows me on Blue Sky.
You should just get the habit of pushing your vote.
I am. But it's also true I have very few followers on Blue Sky so far. But I only started an account there like last week, so I'm still trying to find all the people I remember from Twitter. Okay, there's Claire. Hi, Claire. Alright, let's go ahead and get that back. Just trying to get everything the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm probably not going to bother combining that previous section with this one when I make this video, so I'll just recap. I'm very excited about today because we're going to be playing some of my favorite parts of this game, and we're going to get to the part of the game that is where I got the username that I use on practically every website. So at the moment, we are trying to prevent the metal demons from destroying the 3 statues that are keeping their mother's soul in captivity. We're not going to succeed at that, but we'll try our best. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. Alright. So he needs the crystal bud. We're going to go get the crystal bud because he's talking about the guardian statue, so that's how we know. A few other fun things to do in Timney here. Got a duplicator. Crystal buddy! And I love this bit. There's a guy in a box. How PC? Who cares how I earn my living money? Wow, this game is... Anyway, this is how we get the ability to steal items from monsters. Yay! I think there's an item here too. Nope. Okay. Girl with pink hair. I should dye my hair pink. Okay. I think that's all the major stuff at this point. Plus, we're not done with this town right away. Unlike Saint Centaur, this one isn't gonna get destroyed. Aw, thank you. It's not a bad idea. Although, if I were to dye my hair an unnatural color, it would probably be blue. Blue hair, like Sailor Mercury, or the protagonists of Wild Arms 1, 2, and 5. Like Rudy here, yeah. Alright, so Maze of Death is one of my favorite levels. It is, as the name suggests, a maze. It's very easy to get lost, but I think at this point I've done it enough that I should be able to get through it fairly quickly without too many problems. Although there are a lot of monsters here, so... One of the rather frustrating things about the remake of this game, Wild Arms Salto Code F, was they cut this dungeon! And it was one of my favorites, and they cut it. It was very rude. Instead, you just go out in the desert and you fight one battle. And if you win that battle, you get the Crystal Bud. And it's like... it's not as good. Oh! Cecilia's confused. That means we get the... It's hard to tell this on a stream, but while a character is confused in battle, walking around as them on the map, the controls are messed up. It wears off after a few seconds, but it's just a neat little, don't know what you call that. I mean, TV Tropes calls it gameplay and story integration, but that feels like a kind of lofty term for something that is at best an Easter egg. It's a Chaos Emerald! Obama chuckled. Okay. This is kind of the hub room. There's those 4 different ways you can go. This room is our save point. Can you hear me okay, by the way? I have the mic here. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. Oh, good. Alright. So one thing I remember about the Maze of Death is the 4 areas you can go from that main area. Gotta push the statue. The top left and the lower right are the quick ones. You can just knock them out. And then the bottom left and the top right are long and connected, and they form the bulk of the level. These guys have a lot of defense. Though part of it is also I haven't bought new weapons in a while, so my characters are Not great attackers right now. I probably should have done that before leaving town. Oh well, doesn't matter. We'll be able to get through this level just fine. Okay. Is it, I think you go this way first. There's that mana absorption for Cecilia. She's actually full on MP right now, so didn't restore any, but she didn't take any damage from it either. Magic stairs. I should heal. There we go. Okay. First graph. So the reason for these statues will become apparent at the end of the level, but basically you have to push all of them. Oops. You have to push all of them because each of them is tied to another statue elsewhere, so you're pushing those statues out of the way. And that's how you get to the final area. Well, not the final area, but it's how you get to the crystal bud. You know, it was pretty hard to damage these guys already. Don't really need them to increase their defense power further. Those criticals help. There we go. Call in the turtles. Well, just one turtle, but he's big. Big turtle! Turtle power. Blah. There we go. Phew! Love the little sound design. You know, that's something I didn't used to really notice like when I was a kid, but I've come to really appreciate games with good sound design. It makes a huge difference. I don't know if you've ever played Monument Valley, the mobile puzzle game, but that's another example of one where just like quality sound design absolutely sells it. You haven't played it, but you agree? Yeah. Yeah, it really adds to the immersion, you know? I guess I would say it's kind of like it's an ambient thing. It makes it more immersive. I'm repeating myself, but it's true. Alright, so now since we've healed, Cecilia's not at max HP, so if they use Spark again, she will actually gain MP. So, of course, they don't. The sound of hitting enemies with the Keyblade is really satisfying, yeah. Okay, and I believe here we've got another statue. Oh, I have to check something. Yeah, okay, good, I got escape. I also got Awaken? Yeah, okay, I do. Hey, there we go. Absorb some MP. 8! Alright. Careful not to fall off these edges here. There we go. Oops. And I think that's the last of it. Yep. There we go. These are the statues that move when you move the other ones. And there's the crystal bud. And then we have to get out super fast, so let's escape. But not really. So you have to get out within 3 minutes. But that timer doesn't go during battles, so it's actually a lot longer than it sounds. And what if you try to save while in this level? Well... Oh, the save point's gone. But now this... I can go into there. Quality name tag, oh yeah. Well, they're not real Rachels. I've got a real Rachel. Those are fake Rachels. The bootleg knockoff Rachels. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Here we go. What is this then? It's our first optional boss. Because you can only fight this one while the Maze of Death is about to explode. If you leave without fighting this boss, you can never fight this boss. And you can never get its reward. So. Let's see. Chaos and sell those emeralds. Yeah, it works. Alright, start with Awaken. I love the little alarm clock animation. This boss just loves putting people to sleep. But as long as the alarm clock sticks around, we'll be fine. Yeah, go hand pan! Speaking of animations, I love the little hand pan jumping around finding the enemy's pockets is super cute. Okay. So it tried to silence us. It was a spell, so Cecilia just absorbed it as MP. Very useful. And silencing Rudy doesn't matter. So it only really matters for Jack. And it is a bit annoying for Jack because it means we can't use any of his fast draw until Jack hits 100 FP. But that won't be too long. More turtle attack. Wrath of Turt. Can't wait till we get Sonic Vision. Uh-oh. Why are you so much faster this turn? Shit. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay, there we go. Jack hits condition green, and the silencing is cured. There we go. Okay. Wake back up. There we go. Go with the turtle attack. Nice thing about the enemy using a bunch of sleep attacks is that once you've cast Awaken, because that alarm clock sticks around, they're basically forfeiting a turn. Not entirely. I mean, they pretty much always go before Rudy, and if they succeed at putting him to sleep, even if he wakes immediately up afterwards, he does lose his opportunity to use that attack that turn. It still mostly feels like a time walk, yeah. To borrow a magic term. Purple electric. Should be finishing off soon. It did it again! I don't know why sometimes it just goes so much faster than Jack. Guard, Guardian, heal. This will probably finish it off anyway. Nope. Well, I must be getting close at least. There we go. Alright. That's the only way to get the death rune. Now we'll escape for real. I love how even if you do all that, you still have more than 2 minutes left. That 3-minute timer. I guess it matters if you don't have escape. I always have escape. Yeah, I do like that too. Okay. Alright, before we do the main story stuff, I do want to, how do you get to this guy? I forget how you get to this guy. I just wanted to stock up on weapons. Much better. Much better. Okay. So I didn't go into too much detail about why we were getting the crystal bud. This guy, Captain Bartholomew, who's apparently a a boastful liar, has said he's going to have... He said... Well, they'll repeat it. We'll see. Getting really bad. Basically, he bragged he was going to marry a beautiful woman and use the crystal bud to propose. So, of course, he just grabs Cecilia. These guys. Sweet candy! I do love the boat. Fake wedding! Fake wedding! I feel like it's a community, but you know, fake wedding, fake wedding, fake wedding. Anyway. It's one of those cute little things, Final Fantasy does those sometimes as well, where if you get all the or the more questions you get right, the better your reward is at the end of the segment. So you just explore the boat, learn about the customs. The Ocean Guardian's name is Lucadia. Thanks, guy who peed. Ceremonies led by women. The old moon. Not the new moon, the old moon. Oh yeah, he said her name was Olivia Clare. I think he just made that name up. I'm sure it is of no value. Yep, there it is. That's the one we're trying to make sure the monsters definitely don't destroy. If a marriage is unwanted, tradition dictates that one holds the ceremonial cup in the left hand. Don't worry, this marriage is supposed to be fake, but we want everyone to believe it is a wanted marriage. So right hand. That was number 1, this is number 2. Number 3, his name is Bartholomew. Number 4, it's the sweet candy. Number 5, the old moon. Number 6, right hand. Number 7, crystal bud. Number 8, number 8. Number 9 is Leucadia, and go for it. How many unwanted marriages are there in this world that there's a whole custom for it? Yeah, I don't want to think about that. I do love Zed. He's everyone's favorite character. He's lively right now. He's just dumb. I so wish Cecilia had kept the dress on for this battle. It would have been so perfect. Anyway. Shield would have been nice. Oh well. Oh, I should give Cecilia the death rune that we picked up. The Maze of Death, because that'll increase her magic power. I love this song. Can you tell I love this song? You can probably tell. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. Sometimes it's best to just mystic a heal berry because you don't know who he's going to attack. But you know he's going to attack somebody. Yeah, now we can use fast draw again. Meteor dive. Pow, pow, pow. Doombringer, despite being the scarier sounding of his attacks, does less damage. Oops. Accelerator. Very. I just have a bad feeling he's gonna use Karyuchi Mongiru. This is where Accelerator really comes in handy, making sure that Jack can heal someone before Zed attacks. He did attack Cecilia, although it was Doombringer, so she probably would have survived anyway. Oh, shit. I always forgot. This is the frustrating thing. The Death Rune is more powerful than the Water Rune in that it gives you better stats, but the summon effect of the Death Rune is, instead of being an elemental attack against all enemies, it just has a chance to kill all enemies. And if the enemy is a boss, it never works, so it's useless. I should have switched back, but I forgot. Back to the turtle, I mean. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Did you? Hey, everyone, get out of my way. There we go. Lady Harkin's back. Though we don't actually fight her here. Newest shacks. Alright, so that concludes the false wedding chapter. There's no random battles or anything, it's not really a level. Just that one sequence and the boss fight, and then we get our reward, which is over here. $5,000 Gela, Mega Berry, Lucky Card, Full Revive, and a wand. You can talk to animals. That Full Revive is very nice to have. But the one prize that you always get, no matter how badly you do, is the Magic Wand, because it's required to progress. But it does allow you to talk to animals, which is pretty fun. Let's find some animals. Forget, are there any animals in Port Timney? I know there are in the remake, because they were like, you want to talk to animals, you gotta... You don't have a cat or anything? I see people. I don't see animals. Oh well. But regardless, it's a very important moment. So get to hear this sound. Wepatikabok! Wepatikabok! That's where I got my username. Because that just sounds to me like Wepatikabok. Demons are living in Arctica. So we have to figure out how to get north to Arctica. Which is going to take us a little bit. And here's where the mother breaks free from her cocoon, I guess you'd say that is. This is the Arctica for normal-sized people. Yeah, it's not an Antarctica. It's just a regular Arctica. I see your pun. Yeah, freaky bug queen alien lady. I was so scared of this moment when I was like 8. I was like, oh my god, what does it look like? And I mean, it's weird, but it's not really scary. Oh yeah, I've been kind of skipping through this, but this is actually pretty important. The Quarter Knights, the metal demons who were trying to revive their mother, were doing this on the assumption that they were trying to set up a home for themselves, their people, on Filgaia by wiping out humans. They were invaders. Body bother rather than full-on body horror. Yeah. They were invaders. But then the mother wakes up and is like, no, we're not going to take this place. I just like killing everybody. Hyades was only my last stop. Parents, eh? Yeah. I mean, I kind of see, and this is probably me reading into it more than an intended message of this, but I see that distinction as being like a commentary on fascism. Like, fascism often sells itself to people as this is necessary for your protection to secure a place for your people. You know, like white supremacist lies about a white genocide or whatever. But that was always just a lie. And the truth is that fascists just like power and destruction. Like I said, I don't know if that's actually an intended reading, but it does work for that. There we go. Those guys are just annoying because they keep healing themselves. Now, where am I supposed to go at this point? What are you doing here? Okay. So those duplicators we picked up, those are magic keys. You have to pick up both of them, which I already did. Completely realistic for villains to be that simple, yeah. That's true. Magic key number 1. I love teleportation via satellite. And magic door number 2. And from this point on, duplicators are never necessary, they just, like, you can spend them to get special bonuses and stuff. Did you get the magic map from the mountain pass? Yes, I did. And that weirdly specific sign might tell you that we're back where we were before. In Malama by the Guardian Shrine. Which is why the enemies are much weaker. But there's something we can get now that we couldn't get before. Here's an animal to talk to. Doggy! I'm a dog and I don't have any friends. I feel a little happier now that you have spoken to me. Oh, thank you, doggy. And now he walks away, so we can get in here. And there's another new tool. There's a monkey that lives in the Sand River. Let's talk to that monkey. Hi, Robert. You want to say hi to the stream? It's Robert. Say hi to Twitch. Hi, Twitch. I'm Robert. I'm a cat. I'm very fluffy. Fluffy cat. Channel mascot. Okay. So there's actually a whole bunch of items scattered around Malama. In like barrels and stuff that you could get. Most of them you could get the first time you're here, but it's designed that there's enough of them that it's very unlikely you'll have gotten all of them unless you know where to look by the time you get back. That way, you can get them all with the radar. The first half of that sound, the call, plays whenever you use the radar. And then the second half only plays when there's at least one item. And the item also flashes green. Doggy! We know a lot more than humans sometimes. Still something. Right there. Where haven't I looked for items? $10-gallon hat. Cute ribbon, always an essential item. Still. See what I mean about they made sure there's so many. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. I didn't hear the response that time. Let's go ahead and save while we're here. And we can get through the Sand River. And then we'll probably shut off after that point. After the Sand River. This is a dungeon that you could technically enter before, but you couldn't get very far. Because if you just go up here, well... Let's try it. Yeah, can't do anything. But there's a monkey! And we can talk to the monkey. Hey, a human that speaks my tongue! Trick is not to fight the flow, but don't get lost. I do find it rather annoying, the lighting in this dungeon. It's better than Mountain Pass was when it was completely dark, but it's still lower light level than most areas, and there's no lights to... There's no way to light it up anymore, so you just gotta kind of get used to it, I guess. More of the status effect mushrooms. Jack is confused. Oops. You want me to let you out, Robert? Robert wants to be let out. I will be right back. Let's let you out, Robert. No. Robert wants to be let out. Yes, I'm supposed to. Uh-huh. Okay. 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 Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll leave that. What? Okay. Alright, I'm back. The nice thing about Robert... Oops. She's confused. There we go. Okay. The nice thing about Robert is that I don't have to choose to include him. He just shows up. He's just like, meow, 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 I want attention. Let me in, let me out, let me in, let me out. That's why he makes such a good channel mascot, because he basically decided that himself. Imposters. They don't really look like turtles. I guess those are supposed to be shells, but they look more like crocodiles to me. I mean, they're clearly reptiles, but... I think I was supposed to go left. Is that right? Sand River is kind of a... It's not that long a level, but it's easy to get lost all the same. I think it's the lighting. Okay. Yeah, I think it's here. Here is the part where you go out of the way to... There's a very useful spell for Jack. I mean, it's a fast draw, but it's actually a healing spell, and it's the only healing spell he gets. It's the first spell that can cure negative conditions, because Cecilia won't actually get that until significantly later. So I always make sure I pick that up before I leave this place, but I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm definitely going the wrong way. Shit. There we go. Okay. Here's the part where he learns the new move. I think the reason I keep getting turned around in this place is I always think you're supposed to not go the way that you think. And I always go the wrong way. Put less stupidly, I always think that taking the sand is the way out of the dungeon, but it's actually the way to the move that I'm looking for, and the downstairs thing is the way out of the dungeon. Almost done for today. On the other side of Sand River is a little town called the Ship Graveyard. and that'll be a good place to stop, I think. Got some more very fun levels coming up, though. Really excited. Maybe by the time we get to Pandemonium, I'll have a prototype Pandemonium game that I can show off on stream as well. That'd be cool, huh? Because one of the later games in this, one of the later levels in this game is called Pandemonium, and there's a sequence in it that is a lot of fun, and that I've been wanting to make a game that's like based specifically on that sequence. Well, I'll explain more when we get there. But that's probably the thing I'm looking forward to most in this particular Wild Arms game. Obviously, the thing I'm looking forward to the most in the whole series is Wild Arms 2. Just about done with the level here. There we go. Another desert. There we go. I think that's probably a good place to stop for today. Let's go ahead and save and quit. There'll be plenty more fun stuff next week. Alright, well, smaller stream. I think Claire was the only one I saw in the chat. But anyone else wants to watch later? Yeah, it is nice. Anyone else wants to watch later? Hope you enjoy it when you do watch it. And have a good night, everybody.